I finished up my base and my face with mostly Lisa Eldridge products. I use number 19 foundation because I got some more samples, and I'm usually a 17 in the winter. So 19 is my summer shade so far. I ended up putting on my eyes Angelica, which are her Liquid Lurex eyeshadows. I love these, and a little goes a long way, as you can see. I did put some bronzer as the crease and on my face. I ended up putting the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Elevated Glow in Solar Light here. For blush, I ended up using the Dante's Cream in her cream blushes, and I depotted some of the rest that I ended up getting. And so Dante's Dream is in the back and Island Glow is in the front. Trying to use mostly Lisa Eldridge products today as I'm going to test out the lipsticks. I am super excited. I ended up getting some of the new lipsticks from Lisa Eldridge. Lisa Eldridge has 6 of the new luxuriously lucent lip colors. I have 3 from her last release in Rose Official, Spirited Away, and Kitten Mischief. I really love them in that they're super pigmented and not super dry, so that even if it feels like almost like a light balm, but it's very pigmented. So there are 7 new shades: Le Mépris, Rosy Shell, Palazzo, Night Thoughts, Meet Me in Berlin, Je ne sais quoi, and Wonder Wheel. I ended up getting only 3 of the new 7 shades just because I knew I was going to get some different formulas of the Insanely Saturated and 2 other lipsticks that just got restocked in this release. So I wanted to really carefully pick the ones I knew I would wear. So I knew that 3 of the 7 I would use. I passed on Le Mépris because I have tan skin, and you can see I already have pigment down, and that was going to wash me out. Rosy Shell and Wonder Wheel. Rosy Shell, I already have a lot of rose color, so I didn't really want to get that. And it seemed very similar to Kitten Mischief and Rose Official, which I already have. Wonder Wheel, it's a little bit too orangey pink for my kind of aesthetic. I could change my mind, but I saw that color on another beauty content creator who's similar skin tone to me, and I didn't really knew it just wouldn't be for me. I am interested in Night Thoughts, which is kind of like a deep berry cherry, but we're in summer now, so I know I'm not going to wear it. So if I'm also testing myself with that. If I really want it, I'll get it later. So if I really want that, I will end up buying that in the fall. So I ended up getting only 3 of the luxuriously lucent new colors, and here they are. So I ended up getting Je ne sais quoi, Palazzo, and Meet Me in Berlin. So we'll try those first, and then I wanted to get Atomic Cherry, which I think might have been sold out last time. So we'll try that out today. Ended up getting 4 of the 5 Insanely Saturated lip colors. I ended up getting all of them except for Rainbow Spill, which looked a little bit too bright pink for me. That wasn't a pink that I use, but I got 4 of the 5. And then I ended up getting a restock of Velvet Carnival because I am wanting to find kind of my perfect bright fuchsia paint. Start with, I think, Je ne sais quoi, because that's probably the lightest one. So I'm reading from the website. Je ne sais quoi is hard to pin down. That's kind of what je ne sais quoi is. Something like, so je ne sais quoi, I don't know what it is, but something attractive, but I don't know, something that somebody has that, like she has a certain je ne sais quoi, a quality you can't quite pin down. A warm, creamy coral. Its summery magic lies in the duality of the vibrancy and subtlety. And this is what it looks like. The lively shade manages to brighten the face without being overly bright shade. Okay, so the luxuriously lucent lip color is a sheer to semi-sheer buildable coverage lipstick with a satin finish. So that's what it looks like. Je ne sais quoi. Definitely a great summer color. So I think with these, because they're not matte, I do have some pigment underneath, as you saw before I started. It would probably be a good idea to put some lip pencil down. So I'm grabbing my Dragon to see if that would be good. Let me do a little swatch here. Yeah, that would be good. Okay, the Je ne sais quoi with the lip pencil Dragon. Je Ne Sais Quoi. I can definitely see a little bit of my underpigmentation. So if you're somebody who has some some pigmentation underneath, you would definitely have to build up this color in order for that underpigment not to show up. Okay, the next one I'm going to try is Meet Me in Berlin, a beautiful, deliciously rich tan shade which delivers to various intensities a brown nude across all skin tones. Inspired by a photo shoot I worked on in East Berlin in the early 2000s, there's a hint of the avant-garde and counterculture feel to this one. Meet Me in Berlin. It's beautiful. It's exactly what I thought it would be. I'm trying to see if the camera picks up. It's on me, there's like almost a hint of, I don't want to say orange, but there's a shimmer to it. It reminds me of the way it's laying down. It reminds me a little bit of the Byredo shimmering lipsticks, just because it has a hint of some shimmer. Otherwise, if it was completely matte, it would look darker and deeper, but because it's this Lucent formula, it almost looks like a little brighter. There's no scent to these luxurious Lucent lipsticks, which I love, and this is one of the reasons I love Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. There's in the market, there are certainly other products, and like I want to say Byredo, Givenchy, and also I've heard Dries Van Noten, and I can't do those lipsticks because they have perfume. And so it's a deal breaker for me. I don't really want lipstick. I won't reach for it. I don't like lipstick that smells like lipstick, and I don't like lipstick that has perfume. So I just won't wear it. So I really appreciate, not only is Lisa Eldridge masterful in her pigmentation of being inclusive for people of all skin tones and undertones, because there is a difference, right? And she is the only one that I know that is like the master at that, and hands down I will fight people for that. But it's true, because I've seen these different colors look just, I mean, everything doesn't look beautiful on everyone, but there's something for everybody, whereas I don't think that happens with all brands, if that makes sense. A lot of brands can just cater to one type of skin tone or undertone, whereas Lisa Eldridge is very intentional of how she creates her lip colors. So this is exactly what I'm looking for. I think even depending on what I'm wearing, if I'm wearing a little bit more red or maroon, it might pull red. If I'm wearing brown, it might pull more brown. If I'm wearing cream, it might look a little bit lighter. So I think this is almost like a mutable color. I think it's almost a hint of rose in there too. Can you see that? Beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy I got this. It's a very unique brown. And so I'm going to grab the Decade liner, and that's what it looks like. Okay, just a very light lining of the liner Decade. Just makes my lips look fuller. Ooh, I love it. I love it. And what I really love about this formula is that it's very moisturizing. I've worn this throughout the day, and even if it wears off, there's still some moisture in my lips. It reminds me a little bit of a cross between the Chanel Cocoa Flash and Cocoa Blooms, where they're pigmented. The Cocoa Blooms are much more pigmented, but I noticed the Cocoa Flash, the moisture and the like the balmy feelness of that, it goes away right away, and then it just doesn't like last. Whereas the Cocoa Bloom, it's a little bit more also balmy like. But I'm gonna say it again, those Chanel lipsticks, although they're beautiful, they have that Chanel smell that doesn't go away. It's the perfume. And I feel like Lisa Eldridge, more than Chanel, is inclusive of their shade range. Coco Chanel tends to do a lot of reds. That's what they're known for. Red, 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 red. Different types of red and pinks. And not everyone just wears reds and pinks. Sometimes a little bit of nude, but those offerings are few and far between. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh. I think this might be, I don't know, like this might be one of my favorite nudie type lipsticks, or everyday nudie lipsticks. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. Meet Me in Berlin. So the next color I'm picking up is actually Palazzo, and this is the one that's a little bit more red. Initially, I had not picked this one, but I saw this on Amra from Amra's beauty blog. So hey, Amra, we're close foundation twinsies. She's based out of UK. She's a freelance makeup artist, and check out her channel, and you can see some images that she came up with in her blog. So this is Palazzo. Take a Roman holiday with this rich, deep, neutral red inspired by the interiors of the richly decorous places of Italia. As regal as a Renaissance portrait, yet as exhilarating as a ride through Rome on a Vespa. Ooh, I'm excited. I've been to Rome at least once, and I can imagine what she's talking about, like the hot humidity in the summer, and the stone streets, and just the noise of people visiting. Okay, I'm going to stop there just so you can see what one application looks like, because with reds, what's so fun with reds and bright colors is that you can blot it on or just one pass, and it's really just a different type of color. So here's Palazzo with one pass. And then I'm going to shear it out a little bit. For those of you who are a little bit maybe intimidated by bright reds, so you can just smudge it out, like don't have to be precise, and actually you want to be a little bit messy on that. When you smudge out a red, just kind of blurs some things. So that's Palazzo just smudged out. And then I'm going to then build her up. Palazzo. Beautiful. See, like this being a cousin, and I can't remember what beauty content creator was saying that they felt this was like a cousin to Velvet Cinnabar, and I could see that, but it's kind of like the brighter summer Italian cousin to that. Actually, I'm going to grab Dragon because it's got this kind of orange underlay. Yeah, Dragon's really nice with this one. So Palazzo. Okay, so the last of the luxurious Lucent lipstick, the Atomic Cherry, and this is not a new one, but it's new to me. Atomic Cherry is a fruit punch cocktail of a coral red. One swipe gives a pretty wash or build to a summer iced lolly hue. Okay, so I'm really excited for this one. I'm either really gonna like it or I'm not gonna like it. I can tell it's one of those colors. Okay, so that is one swipe, super light. Because I have pigment underneath, it's gonna have to be more than one swipe. It's really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna smudge that a little bit. It's really pretty. Definitely more like a coral, similar to Je Ne Sais Quoi. I'm going to build this one up. Atomic Cherry. I'm going to grab Dragon because it has an orange color to it. Okay, so this is Atomic Cherry. And it's very similar to Je Ne Sais Quoi. This is Atomic Cherry, and this is Je Ne Sais Quoi. So Atomic Cherry is more orange coral, and this is more of a pinky coral. I love both of them. So next up is Sunday Matinee, and it's in the Insanely Saturated Lip color, and this is a new formula to me. It says that it's so pigmented and so creamy, a truly dreamy texture that glides on seamlessly and gives 100% full coverage with a demi matte finish and weightless feel. Can be also dabbed on as a light stain for a more subtle effect. So this is Sunday Matinee, a soft, pouty, medium pink with a hint of warmth. Never washed out or too try hard. It's an insouciant and laid back as a Sunday spent watching your favorite classic film. Okay, again, no scent. We'll try dabbing it on first and see how that looks. So that's a light dab, Sunday Matinee. And then I'm going to do a full swipe. Very exciting. Now I get what this formula is. So it's like the high pigmentation of her matte formula, her velvet mattes, but without the dryness of the velvet mattes. It's definitely a creamy matte. So I'm gonna just go in here and blend it a little bit. And what I love about her velvet formula as well, whether it's this one, and I'm gonna guess with this one and her regular velvet mattes, is that when it's so pigmented, I don't need a lip line. So this is a beautiful, kind of like my perfect kind of summer pinky nude. It reminds me a little bit of a color that would come out of the Pat McGrath line. And she has great mattes too, but I just don't like the way the Pat McGrath mattes feel on my lips. It definitely feels like I have something on them, but this is really comfortable. It reminds me a little bit of the Givenchy mattes, the soft mattes that they have. I just don't like that Givenchy formula because they have perfume in it, and that color curation of Givenchy is very, very pink and leans towards people with lighter skin tones, in my opinion. Like, not all those colors look good on me because of my tan, and also warm, neutral, kind of sometimes complexion. It's just, yeah, it almost like a very muted pink, but very, like, I'm not trying to try too hard, and I'm wearing lipstick. Sunday Matinee. Okay, the next color I'm going to use is Strawberry Shock, a sun-filtered red that hides a dash of shocking punk pink extremity at its heart, a bright, shouty strawberry daiquiri hue that instantly energizes. A true Goldilocks of bright reds. It's neither too cool or too warm. It's really beautiful, this color. It's super bright. Okay, let's try it with just a dab of color. And it's such a bright color. This is the kind of color you can just dab on and then blur if you're afraid of bright colors. So that's Strawberry Shock. And then we're going to put it on fully. And that's Strawberry Shock. It is a bright, yeah, it's neither cool nor warm. It's a really bright color. I would have to be wearing the right outfit for this. Strawberry Shock. Next up is Skyscraper Rose, and this is, I believe, I don't know if this is a new one. I think it's a re-release. It is an uber modern yet totally sophisticated full coverage fuchsia pink with immense depth. The red undertones of this super gorgeous wearable pink means it's a great choice for those who wouldn't normally do pink. It's a really beautiful color. And that's what it looks like blurred out. And then I'm going to build it up. So again, this is Skyscraper Rose. Skyscraper Rose. Beautiful. Love it. I'm most excited about this one, and this is New Wave, and this is one of my favorite colors, the purpley pinks. New Wave is an unashamedly bold magenta, modern yet classic, subversive yet soft, with its cool blue undertones. This statement cyclamen shade is a shot through with edgy glamour and electronica chic. So this is gonna dab this as much as possible. And again, putting the bullet low because I don't want it to break. There have been some issues on the velvet colors. Blurring that out. It almost looks like a purple pink. New Wave. I love it. It's exactly what I thought it'd be. So excited. It's such a unique color. I love it. Okay, so the last of the lipsticks I picked up is not a new one, but it's new to me. And I picked up Velvet Carnival. So lipsticks, you don't want to put the bullet out too much and you don't want to push too hard or go aggressive because they've been known from some people to break. Velvet Carnival. So thanks for joining me, Beauty Fam, on trying on the lipsticks. I will do another video of these on a bright day, and let me know if you ended up picking up any of these colors from the release. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so, commenting below. It helps me out. Until the next video, please be very kind to yourself and others and just be you. Take good care. Bye.